Hello, everybody. So it's official. I have been diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia. They're also going to be putting me on autoimmune medication to make sure to cover any autoimmune condition that might be co-occurring. I'm going to bring this up in this section because I said I would continue to relate it to channel topics as much as possible. And health has become a major impacting factor in my quality of life and my capacity to maintain my happiness. I have spent a great deal of my life focusing on my physicality in the wrong way. I had an eating disorder. And then a big part of my recovery from my eating disorder was focusing on my physicality and my health and strength. Weight training and all different forms of activities and healthy eating and becoming strong and fit and focusing on longevity and becoming strong. Feeling a sense of emotional strength through maintaining a sense of bodily strength. And changing the aims of aesthetics to power, strength, flexibility, mobility, vitality, the capacity to engage in and enjoy my life. It's been a long road and taken a lot of work. And then life came in about a year ago to my life and bashed through all my hard work and my newfound sense of self-identity, my newfound sense of self-security, my newfound aspirations and goals, and where I was getting my source of self-esteem and self-confidence and healing and growth and all of those things with debilitating physical illness that I've been struggling with for a year, and what they have determined it to be thus far is chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia, with potential undercurrents of mild RA or other undiagnosed related rheumatologic conditions autoimmune conditions that they just did not test for, because I do have mild markers on my RA, and steroids helped me. They're going to try some new medications for general autoimmune to see if they can help. And I'm going to continue to work the lifestyle, work my body, work my mindset, and do all the right things that I can given this new situation of where my physical health stands and may indefinitely stand. Because it is really easy if you're facing these conditions and you are in chronic pain or other conditions where you are in chronic pain and you're chronically exhausted to be chronically still. But if you take a healthy person and make them not move, not eat right, not take their medications, not take care of themselves, not de-stress, they will become neurotic, weak, fatigued, and sore. It is all the more important when you are sick, even if you may never get well again, that you take better care of yourself than you did before you were ill. I now have to find a brand new route for aspirations, goals, self-identity, healing, hope, future, for a way to heal, because I was using physical healing as a means of emotional healing and stability, and that life came in and blew that right out the water, and now I have to maintain as healthy a lifestyle as possible without really getting any benefit, just to sustain the level of diminished capacity I'm at and not get any weaker. We set out in paths in life all the time, and life comes in and casually, carelessly knocks the whole thing right out the water, and we have to start over. And you can crumble in those states and not know what to do with yourself and lose your identity and lose yourself and go down a dark and dangerous spiral. Or you can step back, pause, reassess, and try to find a new way to rebuild. If you are struggling with physical conditions, your life took a turn that was unexpected and out of your control, you have to find a new way to rebuild. Don't spend too much time in anger, frustration, loss. Although you will go through the stages of grief and have to reorient. Try to move on and rebuild. If you bash into the web of a spider, it takes a spider a long time, that little bitty thing, to build a glorious web. She doesn't get mad. She reweaves and repairs it. This circumstance means that I must, for my identity, for my future, for my purpose, for my healing mentally and physically, not just maintenance, but forward progress, I must re-identify a new way. I must rebuild my web again. Whether it's a crisis, your physical health, your mental health, something comes in and just blows your web away, because life does that sometimes, and you have to build up from ground up again. You may go through the stages of grief, but don't spend too much time there, and don't backslide. Don't let yourself backslide. You're stronger than that. Be like the spider. Don't spend too much time in frustration. Ground yourself. Rethink. Adapt. Reweave it. Repair it. Rebuild it anew. It can be done. I will find a way. A new path. Love you guys. Good morning. Goodbye. Good luck if your web gets blown away. Just reweave a new one. Easier said than done, I know. Trust me, I know. But it can be redone. You can rebuild anything that's been blown away from you. No matter how long it took you to devise the first one, the second one can be even more beautiful than the first. Good morning, goodbye. If you bash into the web of a spider, she doesn't get mad. She weaves and repairs it, and so can you. So can I. Good morning, goodbye.